Hi everyone, this is Girish. And so let's get started with one of the recent data news, I would say. It came about technical course or the engineering course in tech, or I would say AI tech domain. So what it covered was it was published by I would say AICTE, and it shows all the course which are listed in the order. So let's quickly get started and have a look at the data. So here, if you see the total enrollments over the years, right, it's clearly showing where each course and for last 5 year of data is available here. And you can see the increase in the enrollment, which is expected, but the largest increase in enrollment is in computer science and engineering. So we'll go each of them one by one, what it is and what it means and where it will be relevant in the future, etc. So we'll go each of them and look at it. So the first one is artificial intelligence. Now we all know what is artificial intelligence, right? It's the building intelligent systems that can learn, reason, and make decisions, right? It includes neural networks, NLP, computer visions, a lot of stuff. Now it's generative AI also included. So it has seen a rapid growth, as you see in the data. Let's look at the data again. From 4,546 to all the way to 21,285. So which means it has a rapid growth, or you can say 5x growth. It has got high demand across industries, whether it's healthcare, whether it's finance, whether it's retail, whether it's manufacturing. The career roles, it's usually around the AI engineer, AI product manager, AI researcher, things like that. And of course, the AI is fundamental. This course is fundamental to automation, digital transformation for the future. Next, let's look at data science or AI and data science. So this will combine AI, statistics, and computing, right, to extract insights from massive data sets. And it has got also very good enrollment. Let's look at the data again. And if you see 5 years ago, 17,000 something, and it has grown over a period of time, and now it's almost 97,149 enrollment. So it basically means because every business today is data driven, right? So the roles which will be very relevant here in this, for your career roles, I would say data scientist, data analyst, business intelligence experts, things like that. And of course, this is the backbone. Data science, AI, data science combination is a backbone of decision making in whether it's enterprise, whether it's government, whether it's a startup, all of them. The next one let's look at is robotics, AI, and robotics. And here, if you see the enrollment, it was very minimal in 25 years ago, and now it's almost 7,781. So, what exactly is robotics? Right? It's a combination of AI or software and hardware. Robotics merges mechanical systems, AI, and automation to build intelligent machines. That's what it is. It has got a growing demand. It's going to grow a lot. I can say that, considering the future of industrial automation. So it's into the manufacturing, defense, healthcare, where the surgical robots, logistics, where it's drones, warehouse robots, etc. Of course, the future roles are on robotics engineer, automation specialist, IoT integration engineer, things like that. And future is very relevant here. Robotics is, I think, one of the key field which I say is going to be very relevant because of the automation combination. So rise of industry 4.0, human robot collaboration and things like that. So that is something on robotics, AI and robotics. Let's look at machine learning, AI and ML. So here, if we look at the data, 5 years ago, 15,390, and now it's crossed 100,000. So that's a good increase in terms of enrollment. Obviously, this is the core backbone, or I would say the foundation, right? It's a branch of AI, ML that focuses on algorithms which allow machines to learn from data and improve over time. It has got a huge spike, no doubt about it. So it's very core to the recommendation engine, fraud detection, autonomous vehicles, personalization, and the future roles, career roles will be ML engineer, NLP specialist, deep learning, things like that, right? It's actually the next gen tech like generative AI and predictive systems. So it's got very good relevance here. Next up, let's look at the green energy course. So this has been included here. If you see, very minimal enrollment, but this is a very, very critical field. Why? Because it involves study of renewable energy sources, whether it is solar energy, wind energy, bioenergy, hydro energy, and sustainable technologies. So why choose it? So if you look at it, I think it's a low number, quite low number right now, but it's going to be very urgent as climate change or climate conditions become more and more volatile. So, and also government policies, corporate ESG goals are driving this requirement. And of course, the roles are renewable energy engineer, sustainability consultant, energy data analyst, things like that. The future is also about India's push for net zero emissions, and that what makes this a future-proof course. It will always be in demand, and it's definitely one of the upcoming field. The next up, let's look at cyber security. So here, 5 years ago, the enrollment was 5,535. Now it's 24,000 plus. Now that is a field which is about protecting digital systems, networks, data from cyber attacks. And so definitely the enrollment will grow further because there is always rising cyber threats, data breaches, ransomware attacks, things like that. The career roles, if you look at cybersecurity analyst, ethical hacker, associate specialist, security architect, things like that. And of course, future is very relevant. Security is it's a built-in feature for many of the software systems, AI systems, data systems, whatever you take it, right? So with AI, IoT, and digital banking, security is not optional. It's critical. It's mandatory. Next one, let's look at the core foundation, computer science and engineering. Now, this was the course 5 years ago, and it has seen a steady increase in enrollment. It was already highest, and now it is still the highest, from 200,000 something to almost 400,000 enrollment. And of course, why? Because it's a core discipline, covering programming, systems design, database, networks, fundamentals of computing, everything. It's the core foundation, I would say. And it will also form the foundation for whether you want to do AI, learn in ML, data science, robotics, cybersecurity. It gives you that foundation for everything you want to learn. And so here, the roles will be around software developer, systems engineer, or maybe cloud specialist, things like that. Right? So it's got a broad-based career opportunities in future, and you can actually specialize later, which I'm going to talk about shortly as to how the whole course should be considered, because it's very critical that we look at this technical course as the foundation. And after this, the best way is to consider doing a master or the post graduation, because it helps you to polish what you have learned so far. And then if at all you are interested, or your interest is in more on academics or research, then go for a PhD also. But I would say nowadays master's degree is a good idea. Probably you can do part-time, after your graduation, go for a job, look for a job, because experience always matters. It gives you a very good real world experience of how things are working. And along with that, try to do a master's degree or any type of a specialized courses in deeper into generative AI, LLMs, and nowadays it's all about deep learning, robotics, and things like that. So that's what I wanted to cover in this, and hopefully this will be good information. We'll look at many of the data news like this and cover in our episodes. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.